Hi, I'm Shivani, the Information and Advice Manager here at Age UK in Trafford. Another one of our most frequent inquiries is to do with blue badges, so we thought in this clip we'd talk through some of the aspects of blue badges. A blue badge can give you exemption from some parking restrictions and access to designated parking spaces. The badge is for your use only, but if someone else is picking you up or dropping you off, they'll be able to use it. Remember, you cannot lend it to people even if they're doing something for you. For example, picking up your prescription. So, who can get a blue badge? You should automatically qualify for a blue badge if one or more of these criteria apply to you. You get the higher rate of the mobility component of disability allowance, or you receive personal independence payments because you can't walk further than 50 metres, or you receive a war pensioners mobility supplement, or if you're a registered blind person, or if you receive a lump sum benefit from the Armed Forces and Reserve Forces Compensation Scheme. And you've also been certified as having a permanent and substantial disability, which means you either have considerable difficulty walking or you are unable to walk. Or you have a permanent and substantial disability, which means you're unable to walk or have very considerable difficulties in walking. However, you will need to show that this applies to you, and you may have to attend an assessment. If you don't fit into these criteria, you still may be able to get a blue badge if you have problems walking. This includes problems caused by hidden disabilities such as fibromyalgia, dementia, or mental health problems. Or if you have a terminal illness, which means you can't walk or you find it difficult to walk and you have a DS 1500 form. If you have a severe disability in both arms, which means you have considerable difficulty operating parking meters, or if you become extremely anxious or fearful in public or open spaces. There are a number of reasons why you may be able to qualify for a blue badge. For a more comprehensive list, you can visit the government's website that gives guidance on who can apply for a blue badge. In general, if you would like help to apply for a blue badge, you can go through the council's website. Generally, they have an online pro forma. Before you apply, you would need to get some documents ready, so things like a recent digital passport photo, proof of ID, proof of your address, proof of any benefits you're receiving, your national insurance number or child reference number if you're applying for a child, the expiry date and the local authority on your current blue badge if you're reapplying for one. You will need to explain the difficulties that you have walking. You need to explain how you walk and how far you can walk. You should give further information on any medication you take, treatments you receive, who your GP is, and if there are any other medical professionals involved in your care. If you have any letters from health professionals that could support your application, then it's a good idea to include them. If your application is refused, the council should tell you why. If you don't think that all the important information was considered, you can ask them for a reconsideration. In Trafford, you have 2 months from the date of the decision to do this. If your mobility problems become more serious, you can always reapply. Once you get your blue badge, you are exempt from certain parking restrictions. This means you can park in designated disabled parking bays, free of charge at on-street parking meters and in pay and display bays, on single or double yellow lines for up to 3 hours, except where there's a ban on loading or unloading, Sometimes there are additional restrictions on blue badge holders. You should always check the rules as they can vary from council to council. If you would like further information regarding blue badges, you can always look in one of our information sheets or fact guides. Also, please don't forget you can always contact us on our information and advice line, which offers free, confidential and impartial advice on 0161 746 3940. That's 0161 746 3940. Thank you.